my son, Charlie, who's 10, has been to see me loads. But like literally, I'll come on during Let Me Entertain You and I'll look over to the family enclosure or whatever. He's got his head down on an iPad. I feel full of happy juice and caffeine because I'm so caffeinated naturally by just being in this new arm of the entertainment industry, and I'm drinking it in and I'm really enjoying it. I'm doing, because when I do music stuff and there's sort of 50 interviews in 2 days, it's long and it's repetitive but with this film thing, I'm doing the same thing and I'm walking into every room going, hi guys, I'm here till Thursday, try the veal. I don't know, I'm just experiencing something that I haven't experienced in a long time. I feel new.
Yeah. But I mean, you still have the same thing where you're going into a room and being asked questions, and everyone's going to be asking you very similar questions along the way. One of them being
the chimp.
Why the monkey? Yeah, why the chimp?
Yeah. Which is, and I don't mind answering it for the for 500th time. I don't care. This is amazing. So Michael Gracie, the director of The Greatest Showman, who's also directed this film about me, came in one day and he said, "What's your spirit animal?" And chin out and chest out, I said, "I am a lion." And he just cocked his head and he went, and I went, monkey? And he went, yeah, here's the idea. And then by the end of the sentence, I was just totally in. And I didn't know or understand that people would find it odd because I'm odd. So it's a big swing. It's an eccentric choice. Somehow, and like if I think about it with a sensible head on, this shouldn't work. It absolutely does. Even my wife, when I told her the idea, was like, nah, don't do that. Now she's totally on board. It completely, whatever reason it is, it completely works.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's going to be the big film. It's a big Boxing Day film. This is it. I mean, this is massive. Are you in the film at all?
Bits of me is, yeah.
I mean, I know your voice is, obviously.
Yeah, bits of me. I do some of the performance, but I never know which bit's me and which bit's not. And to be honest with you, Jono, who plays me, has got a much sexier derriere than I now have. By the way, in 1997, I did win Year of the Year, but it's gone now. But I want to be memorialised as having Jono's bum.
You shouldn't have let anyone know that, and everyone would just think, oh, the bum is still Rear of the Year.
No, people will now. People will. They'll just be like, yeah, that's how he always looked. And, Jono's in complete, is a specimen of a man, and I think that people will forego the fact that I've had a weight journey that's got peaks and troughs in it, and it just be like, yeah, he's always looked like a sexy monkey.
You're looking good now.
Thank you very much.
Are you pumping iron in the gym?
I am. Yeah, I am. I am one of those people that works out and goes, this is me now every day for the rest of my life. And then one day goes, I can't be bothered. And then they don't do it for 3 years. Okay,
so last time I spoke to you, maybe lockdown?
Yeah.
You were walking everywhere.
Yeah.
You were going, I've done like 70,000 steps today already.
That was my obsession. But now I've figured out how to go to work out even when you don't want to, which is the most important thing. And I have worked out consistently longer than I ever had. And I'm proud of myself for doing that, because turning 50, I was like, oh, now it's not about vanity. Now it's about staying alive. And I get that more than I get the vanity reason. So I want to be around for the kids. I want to be around for the kids' kids. And I want to be able to pick them up.
It's a debate we could probably carry on for quite some time. But I do want to talk about your film, because it's going to be huge. And it is about your journey. Where does it start? At what point?
It starts, I think I'm 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I won't say where it ends. Okay. I don't want to spoil it for people.
So there's the highs and the lows.
Oh, yeah, there is. It's a journey.
Okay, now, do you feature Nebworth in there? Because that has to be one of the highs.
Yes, I do.
I was just looking at the numbers just to make sure I got the right audience number. 125,000 every night. That's insane. And I remember because you came in dangling from your feet, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a big do.
It was huge.
Big do.
Do you look back at that and think, wow, that was just one of those moments that is great as no?
No, I don't, because I'll be honest with you, I've been mentally ill for a very long time and couldn't derive any joy from anything. In fact, my whole life terrified me. And that was just another episode of my life terrifying me because I didn't feel big enough to do it. But I'm also a masking champion, and I consider my achievement more than 375,000 people, or however many it was over 3 days, is the fact that I turned up and I gave a performance, and people that were there haven't forgotten that performance and what it meant to them. Even when I was broken inside, much like Taylor Swift's song, I could do it with a broken heart, that kind of thing. So I'm proud of that more than I'm proud of that. But the fact that I've done it, you know, it's not lost on me that these are massive achievements, and I am grateful that it happened to me.
Yeah. What other kind of moments are there in there that we will look? Because we all know your life. We all have followed it.
Look, you know, this is how it goes, the film. It's basically 45 minutes of me being the Artful Dodger from Stoke-on-Trent, and then it's train spotting.
Okay.
So I don't want to put people off by the journey that they will go on with me and my life. Just bring a box of tissues. Okay,
I love all these kind of like films that everyone's using as a kind of a reference. Some people have mentioned Planet of the Apes. Some people have mentioned Billy Elliot. And there was another one as well. Oh, yeah. There's been a few films thrown in there.
Yeah, Billy Elliot meets Planet of the Apes. That's great.
I'm quite looking forward to seeing this. You're going on tour as well next year. It's massive.
Yeah.
For the family, because what are they? I'm trying to work out, is it 4, 6, 10, 12? Is that the ages of them all?
4, 6, 10, 12, yes.
Okay. This is quite big for them. Are they going to come on tour with you?
I suppose so. You know, I guess so. I want them to. It's the summer. They've got time off. And unless they come on tour with me, Daddy won't be able to see them much. So it's imperative that they come, really.
See, this is what's amazing as well. Doing all those gigs like Nebworth, but now doing them as a family.
Yeah.
You know, it's a completely different perspective you have.
Well, it is, because my son, Charlie, who's 10, has been to see me loads. But like literally, I'll come on during Let Me Entertain You and I'll look over to the family enclosure or whatever. He's got his head down on an iPad. And this year, he came to BST, the British Summertime thing at Hyde Park, and he watched the whole gig, and it was like it was the first time he'd experienced his dad and kind of been like, wow, oh, okay, this is something. What is this? Where all the other times he was just, I don't know, playing Roblox or whatever.
Yeah, it's the age. Maybe it's the age. He's totally into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was amazing, VST.
Thank you very much. And I had a great time.
There was one stage I remember just filming around, and we actually couldn't even hear you because the entire place was singing. I don't know if that annoys you.
No.
Like, this is my song. I want to sing it.
No. This is what I want as an audience member. I want to know every song, and I want to sing along when I feel like singing along. So I give them every song that they will know, and I implore them to sing along with me. And plus, I realised that there was another singer, I can't remember who it was, that said, what about your voice? Is your voice hold up? And very proudly, I was like, yeah, my voice holds up all the way through every tour. Then I realised I'm only singing 60% of the songs because I do that thing with the mic where it's like, if there's a chorus that is now out of reach for me, I just get them to do it.
Brilliant. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Obviously, with the film, you're working with, I mean, you said Michael Gracie, Greatest Showman. There's a lot of people in there as well who have won BAFTAs, Oscars for different projects. Would it be quite nice for this one to win awards? Would it be kind of just like, okay, this is it. I've made my stamp now in the movie industry, and maybe this would be a sign that you have to continue down that path.
Okay, so I went to like the pre-Oscars thing. It's called the Governor's Ball, and it was in Hollywood the other night. And I was quite cynical turning up at it because I'm like, I'm going to be bored. I was blown away by the majesty of film. And in that moment, I was reminded how this particular arm of the entertainment industry is so important in our lives, because it was showing montages of people's films and stuff. And I was like, wow. And in that moment, whether we get nominated for something, I genuinely felt like And normally, you know, when you go to a music award show and you're like, it's an honour just to be nominated. It isn't. It isn't. But with this, I genuinely feel like, if our name is mentioned in a nomination of any sort, I'll be incredibly proud and pleased. And then, you know, if anything else happens on top of that, it'll be the icing on the cake. Just that we're in the conversation, whether we get nominated or not, and that's amazing.
Yeah. Rob, it's so nice to see you. So nice to chat to you. Very excited about seeing the film and also all the tour next year. It's going to be great.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.